Hi everyone. Today we're going to make some refrigerator magnets. We haven't made those before, so I have to say I haven't made refrigerator magnets in probably 20 years. They used to be a pretty big seller, but I don't know if people really use refrigerator magnets anymore, but I think they're fun and they're easy to do and they're quick. And we're going to start with our two little pigs, and they're both made pretty much the same way. And I am using Super Sculpey for the body and white for the signs and red for the heart and for the stop sign. And we're going to do them one at a time. So we're going to start with the guy that's holding the sign that says diet is a 4-letter word. And like I always say, look at these shapes we make in polymer clay. We do the same shapes. At least I do. I don't know about anybody else, but you almost end up doing the same shapes. And you know we've done this shape many, many times. And then we're going to add his arms, but don't attach them. Just attach them at the shoulder and just leave him hanging out there because he's going to be holding the sign. And we will position them once we get the white clay on. And I don't know how you like this new setup. I am using my old camera. It seemed to do okay for most of this video. There may be a few fuzzy or blurry parts. Hopefully not. I don't remember, but I think there are a few. But I am working on an old table that is quite nice to roll the clay on. And I like the setup. So now we made a ball for his head. Now for his ears, we're going to make some teardrop shapes. And we're going to flatten them slightly. See, here we get a little fuzzy here. And we're going to attach them towards the back of his head and bend it over. Almost like a floppy-eared dog. And don't go too far down on his head because you have to leave room for his eyes. Now we're going to make his little snout. I think that's what you call it when it's a little piggy. And I'm going to use, I believe, the needle tool to make the holes, the nostrils. They're not as big as the ones we did on the cow, if you did the cow. And now I made little holes for the eyes, and we're going to put white balls in there. Now, you can paint on the eyes if you prefer, and you can paint on the mouth if you prefer. You don't have to do this, but it just saves a lot of time when it's finished. And the other thing I wanted to say was if you don't want to make this a refrigerator magnet, you can make it an ornament just by putting a hook in. And we're rolling out little black balls, and I have him looking up. And now for the sign, I just made a round ball and flattened it. Just made a round sign. Oh, we're getting a little fuzzy there, I see. I think it may be the camera trying to focus when my hand comes up or one of the tools comes up. It's trying to autofocus. And now we're putting the hands over, the arms over. We're going to finish up the arms. And I'm using a needle tool, just put an indentation in there for hoofs. I believe that pigs have hooves. Hoofs or hooves. And I am also going to use the needle tool to make his mouth. This is very quick and easy. And of course, blush before you bake. And the next one we're going to do is going to be exactly like this one, except he's holding a different sign. So while you're making that one, I won't have to talk you through that. Here we go, fuzzy again. I'm going to talk to you about the magnets you put on the back. And I'm making these a little bigger than I normally would for a refrigerator magnet because I want you to be able to see it, although with the fuzziness, I don't know. And we're going to make a little heart. You don't have to do a heart. I'm putting two teardrop shapes together to make the heart, and I believe we have done this before, and there we go, fuzzy. Oh my. And when I do the small teardrop shape for the hearts, when they're tiny like this, I just most of the time leave that middle seam in there. It looks fine. And he is ready to bake. And after they're baked, now this is one I did about 30 years ago. Look, the writing has faded. But he has a strip magnet on the back. And I used to buy those in rolls, and I don't know if they still have those. But you can buy the round magnets. And he's ready to go in. And here's our other one. And his basic body is exactly like the one we just did. So I'm going to talk to you about the magnets. There are different magnets you can buy. I'm going to leave it up to you which magnet you want to attach. But when you glue your magnet on, please make sure you use super glue. Do not use the glue gun. Although I have to say my mother had a magnet on her refrigerator for, oh my gosh, 35 years, and I did use a glue gun on that. They must have made the glue better back then. But I would use super glue, and a little bit goes a very, very long way. So don't glop it on. And I really don't know about the pricing on these because I haven't done them in so long. That's something you might have to research for yourself, or even to see if it's feasible to make any money doing these. I don't know. So that'll be research on your part. And I am starting a little series where hopefully I'll get one out every week, and it's called Polymer Clay Quick Tips, and they're just quick tips to help you out in what you're doing. Like, I think one of the ones is how to clean your garlic press. Another one is going to be how to clean your hands quickly and easily between colors without spending a lot of money on baby wipes and stuff. So look for those. I also have one that shows you how to mix clays so that the color does not come off on your hand. Now, as you can see, this is exactly like the other one. The only difference will be I'm going to make his eyes looking down, and he's going to be holding a different sign. And I made both of these back in the 80s and 90s, and I had them on my refrigerator, and they did not stop me from eating, so. But they're fun. My aunt had a refrigerator that she had for like 40 years, and it was filled top to bottom with magnets. Now he's looking down. Well, I don't know if you heard the phone ringing or if I'm taping over it, but that was Daniel who wanted to sell me cheap car insurance from some online insurance company. And then he said to me, "You do have a car, don't you?" And I was like, "Oh no, poor guy." trying to make some money. I feel bad for him, but that's just not the way to do it. So here we go. We got a little fuzzy here again. Now this one, I'm making the sign rectangular. And he's going to be holding that. And on him, I'm not doing the indentation in the hands to do the hoofs because you don't really see them. And then we're going to shape the red. I was going to do it round, and then I tried to shape it into a stop sign, and I couldn't remember how many sides a stop sign had, and I made 6 sides, but I'm thinking maybe it has 8 sides. I don't know how many. Yeah, I think it has 8 sides. Well, it doesn't matter. Nobody's going to count the sides to see if I did it right. You could probably make a cutter to do that if you're going to make a lot of these, but I don't think you'd make a lot of these. I'm really excited about my new videotaping station because it's really comfortable and it's nice, and now my camera just won't cooperate. And then I tried using the iMovie video editor. I can't make heads or tails of it. I just Everybody's telling me, "Oh, you can get it. It's easy. It's easy." No, it's not. And here we go. Blush before you bake. And I use Movie Maker, which many of you probably know. It is just such an easy video editor, and I just make simple videos. I don't do anything fancy. I gave him a belly button in case you noticed, and put some blush all over him. He's a pink little pig, and there he is. Wow, a little fuzzy, but I think he'll come back into focus. I hope. And that makes our 2 little magnets. And remember, use super glue. Here they are. I think they're cute. I hope you do too. And I will be seeing you next time. Bye, everybody.